Today I'm going to show you my version of the chocolate tableya cake. I made this tableya cake using the tableya manufactured by my dear friend Sylvia's family in Davao City. For me, they make the best tableya. Let's get started. Here are our ingredients for our chocolate tableya cake. Ingredients for the ganache. First thing you need to do is we add the vanilla. Here I added the vanilla to the milk. And then this is the flour. I'm going to add the salt and the baking soda. Alright. Make sure your flour has been sifted. Let's have butter. I'm using Magnolia Gold butter, unsalted. And then I have sugar. And then we will cream this for about 5 minutes or until it's light and airy. While we are mixing this, creaming this one, what we're going to do is you add boiling water to your tableya. My favorite tableya is the one which is manufactured by my friend Sylvia in Davao, which we sell in the store. It has a very smooth taste. Okay, you whisk this until it's completely dissolved. You will notice that the cream mixture is sandy because the sugar is so much, the percentage of sugar is so much higher than the butter. Alright. So this is after 5 minutes. I add in 1 egg. If you're not sure your eggs are fresh, don't break them directly into the mixture. Okay? Once you see that you have mixed the egg, the first egg, you add a second egg. Okay? And then the third. Then you lower the speed. We add the dry ingredients. You start with the dry ingredients and then liquid and then dry, liquid, dry, liquid. You start and end with the dry ingredients. It does not matter how many scoops you put in as long as you add it alternately. We have the tableya, the flour, the tableya, and last flour. Let me scrape the bowl. We need 2 9-inch round pan. We line this with parchment paper. Let's divide this into 2. Then we bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, or until the cake is done or until it springs back. This goes into the oven. I have many recipes to share with you. If you're interested, please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be alerted when a new video is uploaded. For the ganache, this will be our icing. Cream. I'm using Magnolia all-purpose cream. You bring it to a simmer. And then we add the chocolate. Okay, I'm using Barrel's chocolate today. This is Barrel's dark chocolate. Alright, here you can see it's starting to boil. See? Okay, then you shut off the heat because we don't want it to boil, just simmering is fine. Then we add our chocolate. And then you let it sit for about maybe 2 or 3 minutes before you stir it to allow it to absorb the heat, because the moment it's completely melted, the ganache is runny. So we allow it to firm up a bit before we can apply it on the cake, right? When I say cool it down, room temperature, do not chill this because once you chill, it might be too difficult for you to use it or frost it on the cake. Here is our chocolate tableya cake. We will cool this down. Once it cools down, we will frost this, okay? The rule of thumb is if there is a paper liner in the bottom of the pan, you don't need to invert it, okay? So let's just cool this down. Probably we can take this out of the mold once it's no longer very, very hot, so that it will cool faster. All right, so let's set this aside. All right, here, let's frost our cake with our ganache. You know, this does not come out very, very level. You can cut off the top, but you know, I don't want to waste it. So what I do is I just put a ring of ganache around to make up for you know, this portion, which is a little bit thicker, and this one is a little bit thinner. By the way, I chilled the cake because when it's chilled, it's easier to ice. This is the ganache which we made earlier. It has thickened a little bit, but it helps if your cake is chilled because the ganache will set faster. Sometimes as a beginner, one recipe ganache might not be enough for you, so you can add like a bit more. Anyway, whatever extra ganache, you can put it in the refrigerator for a week, and then you can freeze it longer. Just remelt it or heat it, put it over warm water to reheat it. If you want to get a perfectly smooth cake, I mean a perfectly smooth icing, you can chill this, and then once it's chilled, you can redo this. I mean, you can apply another layer of icing, but what I do is I make this old-fashioned. Old-fashioned is just like this. Old-fashioned, you know, when they say old-fashioned, it refers to, you know, actually something that you make at home. So, okay. And then you can decorate this with, you can leave it as it is. You can decorate it with chocolate curls, or today I have here salted caramel crisp, pearl crisp. There's also, it comes also in dark. I add this because I like the crunch that it gives. But if you don't have this, you don't need to worry. You don't have, this is not really part of the cake. I just thought that I'll put something for the crunch.